I arrested my partner of 8 years. The evidence I found in his garage still haunts me. Have you ever discovered that the person you trust most is someone you don't know at all? For 8 years, I worked patrol with Mike. We responded to domestic violence calls together, backed each other in dangerous situations, and spent holidays with each other's families. When we couldn't make it home, in police work, your partner isn't just a colleague. They're the person you trust with your life. Mike was the godfather to my son. He helped me through my divorce. I thought I knew everything about him. Then came the string of assaults in our small town. 5 women attacked over 3 months, always between 1 and 3 a.m., always on rainy nights. The victims couldn't identify their attacker, who wore a ski mask and gloves. The only pattern was the location, all within a half-mile radius of Westlake Park. Our department was working overtime. I was heading the investigation, reviewing security footage for the 100th time, when I noticed something odd. A dark sedan appeared in the background of 2 different cameras, 30 minutes before 2 separate attacks. The plates weren't visible, but there was a distinctive dent on the rear bumper. My stomach dropped. Mike drove a dark sedan with a dent exactly like that from when he backed into my mailbox at last year's 4th of July barbecue. I told myself it was a coincidence. There must be dozens of cars with similar damage, but that night I drove past Mike's house at 2 a.m. His car wasn't there. The next morning I suggested we grab coffee before shift. I casually asked what he'd been up to last night. Just crashed early, he said, not meeting my eyes. This case is wearing me out. That evening I requested a warrant to search his property. The captain thought I was crazy. Mike had an exemplary record, but the judge granted it based on the vehicle footage. We executed the search at dawn. Mike wasn't home. In his detached garage behind stacked boxes of Christmas decorations, we found a locked cabinet. Amplified were 5 women's driver's licenses, a ski mask, and a notebook with dates, locations, and disturbing details that only the attacker could know. When Mike returned home and saw our department vehicles, he didn't run or fight. He just looked at me with empty eyes and said, I wondered if it would be you who figured it out. I read him his rights, the same words we'd recited to countless suspects together, and placed my partner of 8 years in handcuffs. At his sentencing, where he received 25 years, the judge asked if he had anything to say. Mike looked directly at me and said, even monsters can be good at pretending to be human. I still visit him sometimes. Not because I forgive him, I never will, but because I need to understand how I could have been so blind for so long, how the person who had my back could have been the very danger we were sworn to protect against. Sometimes the hardest criminals to catch are the ones sitting right beside you.